So we're here today at a bobcat trap. As you can see, we got a cat in it. To describe the location, there's a main road going along there. We're pretty much in forest land. You know, we're not going to get any dogs, don't need to worry about that. But right here, we're on a ridge. I don't know what this ridge is for, old fire break, old logging road, but it travels on into the woods there. And then this is just a path of woods going on each way. It's kind of some higher ground amongst a bunch of swampy ground. So I figured the cats, they'd be running this ridge or they'd be running this woods, and when they get to the ridge they might walk along it. But as always, we got some sort of flagging out front. You can use tinsel, you can use bird wings, CDs, whatever works. And then we usually put some call lure up high. I usually try to put it close to the flagging. So like right here, I got it on this stick in the crotch of this tree to help hold it. That way when I gotta come back and I'm not smelling, I feel like re-smearing it, then I know where to look for the most part. We'll pull up the cat. It's not a super big cat, but it's still not a super small cat either. Trying to get the cable unwound. Wish I could show the belly, but it's a little bit frozen. I'll thaw it out to show you that later. Yeah, nice Minnesota cat. We're here on a frozen creek on the south side of a state forest, and on the side here we have a bobcat box with some flagging out in front, and the trap is not in it, so we're going to go down and check it and we'll show you what's in it. I got it filming, so if you want, look for it.
Something bigger. Yep.
Froze down.
Yep.
Should be on the snow. Bobcat?
Pretty sure it's a bobcat. Unless it's a fox.
Looks like a bobcat.
Can't see its face yet. Yep, I'd say that's a bobcat. I just don't want to damage them in any way.
There you go.
I'd say that's a good bobcat, guys.
Yeah? Is it fairly thawed?
Yeah, it's a fresh catch.
It must have been caught right before the snow, and the snow might insulate it.
And it insulated it for sure.
Very nice. Yeah, I'll show you the inside of the box here. And we just got the pile of bait in the back, like always. You know, about softball size. We put a little piece of deer hide in there, and then some cat gland lure, and put some skunk lure up on the tree above. And we got a bunch of deep snow at the beginning of season. Nothing was moving, but then it started, you know, squishing down as the heat wave kind of came through. And then the cat started moving, and second cat of the year. We're down here at the base of a hill. This hill's a peninsula that juts out into a swamp. And on the other side there's that peninsula. So I figured bobcats will be walking from ridge to ridge. There are some deer trails running down through here. The box is right here, and out in front where cable runs over, we got ourselves a weasel. Not the bobcat we wanted, but we're pulling traps today. It's better than nothing.
Alright, well, this is a creek area that runs through here. There's a snowmobile trail that runs up here. And we stopped here on a hunch that maybe some would be running through here. Obviously we got a lot of snow. We got our flagging, and as you can see, no trap. See what we got. Pulled out to here, and look at that, a pesky coon.
Very nice.
But
it's better than
setup
nothing.
worked. It's something. Good luck next time.
Okay, so we're at the spot right after where we caught that coon over yonder. This is just an old logging trail that goes through these pines. I put the box right here next to the clearing. I try to keep it under the trees to keep it in commission as much as possible. And as you can see, we caught a fox. First time I've ever caught a fox in a bobcat box. As you can see, it's still fairly limp, so we must have caught it last night. Yeah, it's not the biggest fox in the world, but I think it's a nice size. Nice, decent color to it too.
Pretty color.
Yeah. We're going to go on, check our next boxes, and we'll keep you posted. So we're on this long running ditch Runs for miles that way. I don't know how well you can see if I zoom in. It's kind of hard for me to see the camera right now. But runs for miles that way. And there's cat tracks, old before it snowed, that were running up this ditch. It's kind of hard to see them on camera, I imagine, but I can see them in person where they had drifted over. And there's a fresh set that come right up here to me, and they run back into that woods. I put one set over right inside the woods where the sets go in. And then right here I got some flagging on a stick with my box right there, set on a drag. Inside for bait. I'm giving it a whirl. I put some froze together weasel carcasses in there. I got 3 of them all frozen together. Put some skunk in there. Maybe a cat will go after it. So I figure with the flagging, you know, it'll catch their eye and they'll come up and hopefully commit to the set. So we got a few more traps to set today and we'll keep showing you. So we're on a snowmobile trail right here. Here's the road. And we're coming up on our last trap of the day. It's underneath this spruce tree. So the snowmobile trail used to be a railroad grade. So it's cut down through, laid flat. Up here's a ridge. Here's a ridge. And it switches from kind of more coniferous over there to small popple right here. And then it works its way down into a swamp. So I put my trap underneath this tree to help keep the snow off of it. And as we crest up over this hill here, got ourselves a bobcat. Not too terrible for size, actually. It's a nice sized cat. We're gonna get him out of the trap. Then we're going to reset it. And as usual, we just got the bait in the back of the box. This year I've been doing a little bit of deer fur, just for added visual, help try to get them to commit. Yeah, it's a nice sized cat. It's kind of a cast over belly on it, but yeah, we're going to take him out of the trap and we're going to reset it. We're up on top of a pine ridge here, right off the road. Snowmobile's over there, I'm sure you hear it running. But down here I have a box right at the bottom of the ridge, and this is a swamp down here. I figure the cats will be hugging the swamp, walking the ridge. So as we're walking down to the box, I don't see anything yet. It snowed slightly. Cable's stretched out here. There's the trap. And we got ourselves a weasel. Quite pea stained, but still a catch nonetheless. Okay, show you the box we got here. show you the location a little bit. But I figure the cats be walking right between the swamp and the hill, just kind of right here, hugging as a travel route. So, just got the weasel in this trap, and got a few more traps to check today yet. We're coming back up where we caught that bobcat. We caught ourselves a raccoon. Prior to this year, I was never catching raccoons in these boxes, but it's the second one this year. It's not a bad coon. Still kind of thought I brought a spare trap with in case it was a little froze up. All the bait is out of the box, so something came back and continued eating the rest of the bait. Wish I had more. By the looks of it, looks like might have been mice. Some small droppings in there. So yeah, looks like I'll have to pull the box since I don't have any bait. But boxes catch a lot. Got 2 coons, a fox, and bobcats this year so far. So plus weasels. So we're here on a snowmobile trail. We got a few boxes out. And right in front of the front snowmobile, we had found a pile of cat shit when we were setting traps. So over here, I decided to put a box out. And when I put this box out, I tried to kind of plow a path in to where if that cat's walking along the trail, it'll see the box and have a readily available path to it. But all we got is a squirrel. It's not the cat we wanted, but it's still something.
Fun.
Yeah, it's pole day, so we're not going to reset it, but we got more traps out. If we got something, we'll show you. We're out checking bobcat traps. Over there's the road, coming off the ditch, and we got this strip of tamaracks that run through. We got one box right here, trap set off. We got one box far that way. I don't think the trap is set off. The trap is still set. But coming up to this one, got ourselves a skunk. I've never seen a skunk caught in a bobcat cubby before. It's a nice skunk. It's a beautiful tail on it too. It's kind of like a multicolored tail, obviously black and white, but it's not like a typical stripe. It's kind of layered through there. All the bait's out of the box. It's kind of interesting. Never thought I'd catch a skunk out here in the middle of, maybe it's not tamaracks, maybe it's a spruce thicket. I'm not quite sure what to call it. But like I said, never had that before. Got a few more traps to check today. We're pulling traps. It's the last day of season, so if we get any more, we'll keep showing you. We're here at a bobcat box. I'm actually still in the truck. This is how close I am to it. When we first set this wasn't plowed. They just plowed it a few days ago. And on the last check, there was nothing in the box, but I got a cat in the box. Looks like someone came up and was investigating what the heck was going on here. Just a nice little cat. All this is just a big old pile of treetops, logs, whatever you want to call it, slash pile. That's why we set the trap here. It's last day of season. We're doing pretty good so far. Got 2 weasels, squirrel, skunk, bobcat. Got 2 more traps to check yet.